Right. So Nietzsche becomes very popular, you know, at the very end of his career, very end of his life, and then in the early part of the 20th century, he's, sort of a very popular writer. He'll go into decline um, because of World War I and World War II and his association with German culture and his sister's use and abuse of him for uh, anti-Semitic and Nazi causes. And it's not going to be until after World War II that he sort of rehabilitated largely through French philosophy, guys like Foucault and Derrida, women philosophers like Sarah Kaufman. Um, so, uh, and then that's where he is now. But, he's seen as a person who can speak to both issues of modernity and postmodernity. Um, so yeah, just moving along here in the editor's introduction by Robert Pitton here. So talking about the interpretive problem. So it's Zarathustra might be his most popular, most read book, but doesn't make it any easier to read. I always find this funny that in World War One, German soldiers were equipped with a copy of Zarathustra to go into battle with, along with the Bible and Goethe's Faust. I have no idea whoever thought that up or how they ever thought that would help a soldier or this text would help a soldier in battle. Um, so it's a bewildering work, as Pippin says here, right? It's kind of bizarre in a lot of ways. Sounds like bad Bob Dylan lyrics at times. So what are we supposed to make of it, right? How do we deal with it, right? So here he's talking about that it is a literary text. It's an epic text, which has both tragic and comic and uh, parodic elements to it. So it's both a it's both trying to present an epic, a modern form of epic, at the same time as it is um, parodying that. It is trying to present philosophy as at the same time as it's parodying it. So it creates for a very interesting text in that way. Here, keywords here, aphoristic and parabolic forms, right? So Nietzsche writes in this aphoristic way, a word I've mentioned before, which is a very condensative type of writing, which has lots of gaps in it, and parabolic forms, writing in parable type forms, which is what Socrates and Jesus oftentimes use, which are riddles, right? Types of thinking problems that explode into our head. So he's writing philosophy in this way.